Awaken your inner hero in 7 days. This is a transformative challenge with daily missions. What if I told you there's a sleeping hero inside you? Not a movie superhero, not a myth, but the real you. Strong, brave, disciplined, driven by purpose. For years, that hero has been waiting for you to wake him up. You don't need fame. You don't need money. You don't need superpowers. You just need 7 days. 7 challenges, 1 decision. This isn't just another video. It's a calling. Are you ready to answer? Day 1. Face a fear today. You don't run. You don't hide behind excuses, distractions, or comfortable silence. Today, you don't say tomorrow, because fear doesn't disappear with time. It feeds on your delay, and the more you run, the more it grows. But listen closely, fear is not your enemy. Fear is a doorway, a border between who you are and who you can become. I'm not talking about impossible feats or dramatic gestures. You don't need to leap into the void or stare death in the face. I'm talking about that quiet fear, the one that's been living with you for a while. It doesn't scream, but it weighs you down. It doesn't block you, but it holds you back. When your fingers shake before sending that message that could change everything. When you stay silent, just to keep a fake peace. When you know the decision, but keep postponing it. Today, that fear has a name, and you know it. It's been watching you from the shadows, waiting for you to turn away. But you won't. Today, you look it in the eyes, you breathe, and you take 1 step. Just 1. It might not be perfect. Your voice might tremble. Your hands might sweat. It doesn't matter, because fear cannot survive once you move through it. And when you do, when you speak, when you send, when you decide, when you finally face what you've been avoiding, something inside you breaks, but it doesn't break from weakness. It's the shell that breaks, the wall that shatters, and the hero begins to rise. You don't need total courage, just presence. A single moment of bravery to prove to yourself that you can. Because you can. Today, your fear loses power, and you take yours back. This is just the beginning. But the hero has already taken his first step, and there's no turning back. Day 2. Build a healthy habit. Heroes aren't born by chance. They don't just wake up with strength, focus, and purpose, as if by magic. Heroes are built, and that building process is epic. It's consistent, it's daily, it's silent. The secret weapon of every hero isn't talent, it's habit. Today you choose 1. Just 1. Drink more water. Walk for 20 minutes. Wake up earlier. Read 10 pages. Meditate for 5 minutes. Move your body. Nourish your mind. Breathe with intention. Sounds simple, but it's not. Because behind every choice, there's a hidden battle. A quiet voice that whispers, "It's okay to skip today. It's too small. It won't matter. I'll start tomorrow." That voice, gentle as it sounds, is the same voice that keeps you weak. It wants you paused, dreaming of strength, without doing what makes you strong. But yesterday, you took the first step. Today's challenge isn't greatness, it's consistency. A small habit is a powerful declaration. I'm in charge. I decide. I build myself. You don't need motivation. The hero doesn't wait to feel like it. The hero moves when the body wants to rest, rises when the mind offers excuses, acts when no one's watching. Because the hero knows every action shapes character, every repetition builds identity, and every day adds 1 more brick to their inner fortress. Today, you place that brick. It might seem small, but tomorrow, it'll be another. And the day after, 1 more. Until one day you look back, and it's no longer just a habit, it's a pillar. Proof that you stayed true to yourself when no one made you. That is discipline. That is power. That is the beginning of your legacy. Today, you didn't change the world, but you changed your direction, and that's already enough. Day 3. Do something uncomfortable, but necessary. Comfort is a trap with soft walls. It wraps around you, numbs you, convinces you that you're fine. Even when deep down you know you're stuck. If you're not careful, you can spend your whole life there. Comfortable, but empty. Safe, but stagnant. Calm, but far from who you could become. Heroes are not born in comfort. They're born in friction. In that exact moment when your soul trembles and your body wants to run. That is where truth emerges. Because there you are, no masks. Facing what you know you need to do, but keep avoiding. Out of fear, laziness, or shame. Today is the day. Today, you get into the mud. Today, you do the thing you know you must, but would rather avoid. Maybe it's a conversation burning inside you, a truth that hurts, but sets you free. Maybe it's checking your finances, or sending that email, asking for help, or saying enough. Whatever you've been avoiding, today you face it, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Because inside you there's someone who's tired of excuses, someone who refuses to be less than they could be, and all that part of you needs is action. Discomfort is not your enemy, it's the gym of the soul. That's where invisible values are trained: patience, honesty, courage, humility, determination. Every time you choose discomfort, your spirit grows stronger. And even if no one sees it, something shifts inside you. A quiet pride from doing the right thing. The clarity after a lump in your throat. The certainty that fear doesn't control you. You didn't come here to please everyone. You came to live your truth. And that truth, it's uncomfortable, but healing. It hurts, but it cleanses. It costs, but it transforms you. Today, you earned another invisible scar. And every one of those scars is a silent medal. The price of being real. The price of being you. The price of being free. Tomorrow, when you look back, you won't remember the pain. You'll remember that you were brave when it mattered most. And that is what heroes do. Day 4. Or help someone without expecting anything. A true hero isn't measured by strength alone. They're measured by impact, by how they touch the lives of others, even through the smallest invisible acts. Today, you are not here just for yourself. Your mission is bigger than your reflection. Because if all your power, your growth, your discipline only serve to build a lonely throne, then that's not power. It's ego. Today, you're not here to receive. You're here to give. No witnesses, no cameras, no medals. Maybe someone just needs to be heard. Truly heard. Maybe they need a hand, a favor, or maybe they just need to know they're not alone. Do it, not because they ask. Do it because you can. If you have strength, use it to lift. If you have clarity, share it. If you have light, help others shine. Don't wait for thanks. Don't expect anything in return. Because true service comes from the soul, not from a transaction. And what you give from the heart always comes back, not in the way you expect, but as peace, as meaning, as dignity. It comes back in the quiet knowing that your existence touched another. A hero without compassion is just a warrior. And warriors fight, but heroes heal. They transform, they inspire. Today, you have the chance to be that for someone, and you don't need to do something big. Sometimes, a single word prevents a fall. A small gesture restores faith. One act of kindness weighs more than 100 speeches. Today, you are a vessel, a bridge, part of the solution. And when the day ends, when everything is quiet, when no one claps, you'll know you did the right thing. And that's worth more than any recognition. Because that's where real heroes are born. In the shadow of a selfless act, in the light they leave behind, never seeking attention. In the love they give, just because they're awake. And you already are. Day 5. Let go of what you no longer need. Some things can't be seen, but they weigh on you. Endless thoughts that drain you. Resentment stuck like rusty nails in your chest. Old guilt that never heals, but never leaves. People who were part of your journey, but no longer walk beside you. Objects you keep like anchors. Stories you repeat to justify why you haven't moved. Today, you're not here to add. You're here to release, because sometimes you don't need more. You need less. Less noise, less way. Less past is something holding you down, dragging you back to a version of yourself you barely recognize. Something that resonates with fear, but not with your purpose. Then let it go. It's not abandonment, it's transformation. Letting go is not weakness, it's strength. The strength to look straight at what no longer serves you and say with firmness, "Thank you for what you were, but I don't need you anymore." Sometimes what holds you back isn't what you lack. It's what you refuse to release. That thought you replay every morning, that inherited guilt you never questioned, that relationship that takes more than it gives, that story you tell yourself just to avoid risk. But you're no longer that version of you. You've changed. And to fly, wanting wings is not enough. You have to drop the stones. Today is the day to make space. Space in your mind, in your heart, in your life, so that new things can enter, so your energy can flow, so the hero you're becoming has room to grow. You don't need a drama. No need to break things or scream. Sometimes a quiet act is enough. Write and burn. Cry and release. Decide. And don't look back. Today you choose to free yourself. Not because the past doesn't matter, but because it has already done its job, and you are ready for what's next. There is no growth without letting go. You let go of the old, and that is already a victory. Today your soul feels lighter, and your hero is closer to the summit. Day 6. Connect to your vision. Heroes don't wander aimlessly. They don't fight just to fight. They don't rise out of routine. They have a cause, a vision, a fire that burns inside. And you, do you know your mission? Don't tell me about empty goals, what you should do, what others expect of you. Today, you're not here to please the world. You're here to remember why you came. Turn down the noise. Turn off your phone. Silence the outside voices, the judgments, the comparisons. And stay with yourself, with the echo of your real questions. What do I want to create? A masterpiece, a company, a strong family, a more human community, a soul-deep change in just one person? Who do I want to impact? Your little brother, your people, your future self 10 years from now, those coming behind you, so they don't trip over the same stones. How do I want to be remembered? As someone safe, but invisible? Or as someone who, even with doubts, chose to move, to leave a mark, to live with intention? Don't look for perfect answers. You don't need a master plan. Just a spark, an image, a phrase, a heartbeat that says, "This is the way." That's your compass. Even if you don't see the full path yet, that spark is enough to take the next step. Write your vision. It doesn't matter if it's clumsy. Put it into words. Give it shape. Talk to it. Return to it when you're lost, because gray days will come. But a clear vision cuts through any fog. A hero without direction becomes a shadow. Strong but aimless. Alive but dim. And you didn't come here to dim your light. You came to ignite it. To light up the world with what only you can give. With your wounds turned into wisdom. With your story turned into legacy. Today, you didn't find all the answers, but you found the right question, and that already changed you, because now you know where to look, and a hero who looks with intention is already starting to shine. Day 7, make a promise and act. Today, the hero who once slept inside you is now awake, and that changes everything. Because once you see with new eyes, you can't pretend you didn't. You can't go back to the skin that once felt safe, but now feels small. You can't ignore the truth in your reflection anymore. But awakening is not the end. It's the beginning. The real journey starts now, and it begins with a promise. Not just any promise, not a New Year's wish, a sacred promise to yourself, out loud, no excuses, no delays, no fear. Make it real. Write it down. Record it. Repeat it until it becomes part of your breath. And most of all, honor it. Take action. Make a decision. Draw a line in the sand that you will never cross again. Set a new standard for your life. Will you start that project? Will you leave behind the mediocre version of yourself? Will you protect your body, your mind, your purpose? Will you rise each morning with intention? Today is not symbolic. Today is literal. Today is your turning point. You're not waiting for the perfect moment. You're creating it. Did you feel it? That spark in your chest? That quiet movement deep inside? That little fire that burns without making a sound? That's you. That has always been you. You just needed a challenge. A truth that spoke to your soul. That stirred your blood. And now you know. Now you understand. You don't need more motivation. You need discipline. You need truth. You need action. There are no medals here, no crowds cheering. But there's something greater, a new version of you, already in control. One that doesn't retreat, that refuses to settle, that stays awake, as long as there's something left to build. And this is just the beginning. If this challenge moved you, if it shook something inside you, if it made you uncomfortable, in the best way, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Let that spark become a wildfire. Because out there are other sleeping heroes. And maybe all they need is for you to be the mirror that wakes them up. Subscribe if you want more challenges like this. More truth, more fire, more life with meaning. And never forget, the real power is in your hands. UpMan.